Hello everyone and welcome to today's video about Dragonary. Dragonary is a blockchain game based on NFTs. These NFTs look like dragons and can be traded on the Coinary Hub marketplace. These NFTs also reflect inside the game, where you can use them to battle in PvP and PvE modes. The game is free to play and has a play to earn element to it. This means that you can advance in-game and get more powerful dragons without any sort of financial investment. The only caveat here is that it will take a very long time to grow your account without investing. So while it is technically possible to play the game and advance without investing, if you want to make a profit, you may need to invest a bit. The game is available for Windows, macOS and Android, and the devs are working on an iOS version. You will find the download links on the Dragonary webpage in the download section here, but I will also put the links in the description. The governance token for this game is CYT, or Coinary token, which can be bought from ApeSwap, PancakeSwap, and BabySwap. I will put the token address in the description alongside the link to the token on the PooCoin charts. As we can see, CYT is currently valued at 0.04 cents and has been trending downwards for a bit since launch. This downward trend is actually expected because the game is very new, having launched on the 9th of September, and it's still under development. To get started, you simply need to download the game from the official Dragonary website, and based on your platform, either unzip the file or directly install the app. In my case, in Windows, I have to extract the contents of the zip file that I need to download. I have already done this, as you can see here, and I have extracted the Dragonary game files. Now, when you first launch the game, it will ask you which account to use, Facebook or Google, and based on your selection, it will connect to that specific platform and ask you to approve access to it. Please keep in mind that this selection is permanent and you will not be able to switch your in-game progress from Google to Facebook or vice versa. This is how the game looks. You will then be able to log into the game and can begin playing. Now, since you're interested in making a profit, the core elements that you need to keep in mind regarding this game are your dragon's rarity and your account's rarity. This is because your dragon's rarity determines the rarity of your account, and the rarity of your account determines the amount of tokens that you receive for playing. I will be talking about the token distribution or rewards a bit later in this video. A dragon's rarity is determined by the total power it has. The way to calculate that is by summing up its stats here. Between 30 and 49, a dragon is classed as common. Between 50 and 89, a dragon is classed as uncommon. And anything above 90, the dragon is considered rare. Please keep in mind that dragons that are rare and higher tier are minted as NFTs. Common and uncommon dragons are not NFTs and will not be minted, which means that at the moment, even though I have 8 dragons, only 4 of them are actually NFTs, these ones. Okay, now I'm going to explain account rarity. The top left corner of the game here. The symbol and its color dictates your account's rarity. You start the game with 3 common dragons. That will mean that your account is common, gray. To increase the rarity of your account, there are 2 conditions. You need a minimum of 3 dragons from a higher tier, and the number of higher tier dragons that you have must be equal to or greater than the number of dragons from the lower tier that you have. So once you get 3 uncommon dragons, if you still have only 3 common dragons, your account will be classified as uncommon. And once you get 3 rare dragons, if you only have 3 uncommon dragons, your account will be rare. However, if you have more low tier dragons than high tier ones, your account rarity will not change. Confused? Don't worry, I'll give you some examples. Let's say that you have 1 common dragon, just like I have, 4 uncommon dragons, and 3 rares. Your account rarity will be uncommon. That's because you have more uncommon dragons than rare dragons. To solve this problem, you can either breed or buy another rare dragon or disenchant one of the uncommon dragons. That will mean that you will have 1 common dragon, 3 uncommon dragons, and 3 rare dragons, and that will make your account rare. As I said earlier, the number of higher tier dragons needs to be greater than or equal to the number of dragons from the lower tier. In my case, you can see that I have 1 common dragon, 3 uncommon dragons, and 4 rares. That makes my account rare. I have created a basic Excel spreadsheet that should help with a couple of examples. You can pause the video to look at these, but I can go through a couple of them. So if you have 3 common dragons, 4 uncommon dragons, and 3 rare dragons, your account rarity will be uncommon. That's because you have more uncommon dragons than rare dragons. Same here. If you have 5 common dragons, 6 uncommon dragons, and 4 rares, your account will still be uncommon. Other than that, as we can see here, if you have 3 of each, your account will be classified as rare, and if you have 3 rare dragons and 1 common and 2 uncommon, your account will be rare again. Okay, now moving back into actually receiving the token and what you actually need to do. Basically, all active players need to get 1000 Obsidian in-game in order for their account to participate in the daily CYT mining process. This is the Obsidian meter right here. And Obsidian is gathered by completing Spark missions. These ones here. If I go ahead and complete one of these missions, the missions will grant you 200 Obsidian. Okay, so I have defeated the boss of the level, and as you can see, I have been granted 200 Obsidian and 2 common sparks. I will create another video explaining these sparks and how they integrate with the game and what they're used for. Now, the 200 Obsidian that I just gathered was irrelevant to me because I already had my Obsidian meter filled. So I already had 1000 Obsidian for today. However, the Obsidian is really important because every 24 hours all accounts that have accumulated 1000 Obsidian get rewarded based on their account rarity, and the Obsidian counter resets. I will not go into tokenomics of CYT in this video, as that's such a complicated calculation that it actually deserves a separate video. However, if we check the Dragonary Telegram announcement channel, we can see that the latest CYT distribution report indicates the following. So we have 23,000 common accounts and they received 0.43 CYT. We have 22,856 uncommon accounts and they received 3 CYT. We have about 32,000 rare accounts and they received 35 CYT. And we have 2,678 epic accounts which received 174 CYT. And finally, 172 legendary accounts which received 1,162 CYT. It is worth mentioning that this game is still in development. PvP mode is not live yet. It would be the arena here. The game has not been published on iOS, but we have seen videos of it actually working on iOS-based devices. And while it was on Steam for some time, yes, that's Steam, Steam has recently announced that they will no longer be hosting blockchain NFT games anymore, so the team is actually working on publishing the game on Epic Games. The team has also promised carts as NFTs which can be used. This is their announcement. They also promised item sales on the marketplace, island sales, and a new special token called ECT for PvP. This one already appears in-game. It's this token here, but its smart contract is not live yet. As a final thought, I think that Dragonary has a very high potential and can follow in the footsteps of Axie Infinity with no issues because the development team is really good and it's really dedicated to the player base. They speak to the community on a daily basis on Telegram, and they have been listening to all of our complaints since day one. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Dragonary. Next video will come up shortly. Links to all of the relevant resources in the description. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.